No, fuck. Oh, I have to submerge it in waters again. And then put it in some wet rice so it never dries out. What?
Tell your story.
What story?
About your latest and worst encounter with a wasp nest.
Oh, that was aeons ago.
It was a week ago.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm at my friend Mike Bishop's place over in Hilliers, and every time I go there, me or him, we both find wasp nests, and we've been attacked on every occasion except once. And but I did find on that occasion I did find a nest, but I evaded getting, or not evaded. I didn't get stung. I got out just in time, but last Saturday, within half hour, I was working an area I'd worked in January, February, so it's everything's really tall, and I'm knocking it down with my brush cutter, and within 30 minutes, I'm suddenly looking down. They're all over my legs, and I, as usual, I panic. You know, you think you get bit by something, but it's actually when you look, they're all over you. You realize, and then I had to abandon my machine, and I ran and lost my hard hat, and then I thought I was far enough away, but I realized they were still following me, quite a few of them. I stopped in the middle of this area, and they were all over me. Mostly they're attacking my shoulders, but one landed on my nose, and I just instant reflex. I slapped myself so hard on the nose I gave myself a nosebleed. Then I looked down, and I could see. I looked down, and there was 2 wasps working this sock and 2 wasps working this sock, and you could see they were just stinging away, but not really getting anywhere.
That's why he wears double socks.
Yeah.
But he has open shorts. Notice, really good way for them to get up there.
But when I swatted at the one at my nose, I guess I looked down, and I hit him so hard I broke him in 2. So, but I'm still flailing because I could. That one's a week old, and it still hurts a little on this elbow, and I was getting them on this elbow, and I couldn't see them from behind, but they were all over my shoulder and shoulder blades, and I'm swatting, and this went on for at least 5 minutes, and then finally I thought, okay, I'm good now.
You ran for like 100 feet. And
yeah, at least 100 feet. I thought, I'm in the open now. I'm out of their turf, but not. So I waited. I could feel. I was assessing how many times I got stung, and so I could hear my machine idling in the background where I abandoned it. I thought, oh geez, I guess I got to get it. It'll be an hour before it runs out of gas, and I still have to get it. And so here I remember one time. It was a different time, different place. Same thing happened, and I left the machine running. I dropped it where it was. I come back, and they're all swarming in the machine because it was idling. But I kind of snuck up, and within 20 feet, I had 2 wasps kind of in my face, and I retreated. So I thought, well, I can't leave the machine. I can't leave my hard hat. So I waited and let them calm down. So I came in at a full run, scooped the brush cutter, and didn't look back. And I twisted my ankle in the meantime, trying to get the hell out of there. And so I got back to the open. There was only one. I think there was only one kind of following me. So it was dodge this, that, and so I thought, oh, one more trip. I gotta get the hard hat now. So I waited some more, and I could feel everything's swelling up, and including my ankle. It's like, Jesus. So I come in at a full limp, and I grab my hard hat, and I realized my safety glasses had fallen out. So I had spotted them, so I got them at the same time. So they were the hardest to see, the safety glasses. So I managed to get out of there unscathed. When I got the weed eater, I forgot. I got stung 2 more times because they were trailing me again. But when I got the hard hat, they kind of left me alone. So I waited for about 10 minutes. So I looked up at Mike Bishop's house. I'm way below his house now. So I thought, oh geez. So I'm hobbling. I got all my gear. I got a full jerry can, which I haven't even really used anything. I've only been there for half an hour. So I'm carrying all my gear. I get up to the house, and Mike's looking at me, and he can't quite hear what I'm saying. He's tone deaf, and I yell at him, "I quit!" He goes, "What? It's wet?" I go, "Yeah, it is wet, but I quit." "You quit?" "Yeah, I quit." And then he knows I'm hobbling. I go, "Wasps." I go, "Guess what? More wasps." "Really?" I said, "Yeah, you want me to show you?" "Oh, I take your word for it." So I haven't been back there since. Well, I was there today, but on a different thing. So.
Oh, and then say how you came home and you rested for what, half an hour?
Yeah, half hour. I came home, got rid of all my gear, and rested a bit. And I thought, well, my $130 day is a write-off, so I thought, well, I could still make a few bucks. So I went over to Erlene's James' place and did her lawn for $50, and so.
And she offered him a joint too.
Yeah, I offered to smoke some pot,
Which he refused.
Declined. Yeah, so. But so the day wasn't a total write-off, and I filled up about or 6 or 8 garbage cans full of lawn cuttings and used them as fill, so it wasn't a write-off.
Good. And they all lived happily ever after.
But the wasps, yeah, they're still alive and well, most of them, except that one I know I cut in 2. Bastard.
The end.
Yeah, that one. And I still got a little bit of pain in here, but there's all these.
Is that the one that was bleeding?
Yeah, but there's a whole bunch of them, but one had bled. So I don't know if he was well endowed. He had a extra huge stinger. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not sure that the stinger was where you indicated.
Yeah, is that a huge stinger? Or,
You're just happy to see me.
Yeah, happy to sting me.
Thank you, Todd, for sharing your story.
Yeah,